And here we are. Guys Being Dudes, episode...
Never be afraid of the challenge. I think that's what makes doing something so incredible, because not everybody has the courage to do it. I mean, this might seem like a conversation between three dudes, but it's just like not everybody has the courage to do that.
Right. So that is very true. You mentioned you have a military background.
Correct.
Right? Yeah. I want to thank you for your services and everything.
Thank you guys.
Why did you get into the military?
So honestly, man, that was like the beginning of my transition onto a better life, basically. So before joining the military, I mean, this is years ago, so I'm not afraid to speak about it.
You're bluntly,
good.
But
you're good. But prior to the military, I definitely wasn't on the best track. Like I mentioned in the beginning, I was heavily involved in the streets and, just doing street things. And, I still know street people, period. Right. So, to this day, like, I think that's going to be my life. It's like, these are the people that I grew up with. I still want to help them to some regard. So that's just my life. But the decision to join the military was more based on how can I impact my own life. You know what I mean? Like, they can do whatever they want, but this is me just thinking about me and thinking about how I'm affecting my home life and my experience with my parents and, being an older brother and whatnot. So, I got locked up probably a few months before I signed my contract. So it was definitely one of those experiences where it was my first time in jail. And I was like, I never want to see this ever again, So that, made a contribution to my decision to get out of here, because it was just like, dude, if you continue down this path, like, you might end up like some of your boys, which I love them. They're still my boys to this day. But I definitely don't wish to see half of the things that I'm assuming they've seen or experienced, because I have friends that have lost 5, 10, 15 years to the system. Yeah. And it's just like, you did it to yourself, and that could very well be me. But let me make this move, now that they're giving me a shot and see if I could even join, because, to my knowledge back then, I automatically was disqualified from joining the Marines due to some tattoos that I have or had. And, and then so I ended up meeting my Navy recruiter at my workplace, which I don't know if you guys are old enough to remember Gottschalks, but I used to work retail there. Okay. And, I worked in the men's department, just folding stuff and, helping old ladies and stuff like that. And, that was my job for about 2 years, maybe a year and a half. And my recruiter walked in. I thought he was a Marine. I didn't know any of the uniforms, didn't know the differences or anything like that. But he gave me his recruiting card. I was like, hey, man, have you ever thought of joining? Like, yeah, I actually did, like, back when I was a senior in high school. But, like, my best friend at the time didn't commit, so I didn't commit. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so we fast forward 3 years later, I'm 21. I meet this guy, and he's giving me basically the opportunity of a lifetime to, like, clean my record, get out of Fresno, start a new life. And so I'm very hesitant to even call him, but I'm glad that I did, because, when I got in contact with him, he told me what I needed to do. I needed to lose like 40 pounds, basically get a specific score to even join the ASVAB test, as many people have taken it. That basically tells you where you fall in the categories of jobs available. And, so he gave me that shot. I did my ASVAB, went to San Jose, to MEPS, signed my contract, and I was off.
Yeah, he's ready for another great season.
That's an incredible story.
Opening up on the 12th.
Yeah. And then his rookie year, kind of, though, remember, he was having some troubles.
Remember that? He was rookie year, was having some troubles, but every year he seems to get better. Like in those, like when he panicked, he used to panic a little bit, you know, throw interceptions, but he's figuring it out. And like, dude,
I mean, he had a damn near MVP season last year, so yeah, I'm pretty sure he's figured it out by now. I would think so, man. Huh? I would think so, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Right? I mean,
he's a dude, man. He's a dude.
I recorded him one time at Close North because the football coach that I do videos for is his quarterback coach. So I've seen him out there a couple of times. And one time last year, I took this video of, I'm gonna put it up on the screen, of Josh, who's running down the field, and I forgot who threw it, but he caught the ball one-handed, and I put in slow-mo, and then the Bills posted it on like their Instagram and Twitter. And
no
blew
way.
up.
That's sick.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah,
it was a pretty cool time. But you know, hey, 10th episode in, you know, our guest today, you know, one of our great friends, right? One of our phenomenal friends that we've known over the years. And you actually got a crazy, crazy story, to be honest. With where you are right now in life, you can show like younger guys, younger athletes out there that, you know, keep pushing, keep going after your goal, keep going after those goals that you set. You know, I feel like you're a guy that sets goals.
Right.
Yeah, and you accomplish that. So we're going to get into that. But Marcelo, tell us a little bit about yourself, man. Like, who's Marcelo Saldana?
I mean, as RJ would say, I'm a baseball basically fanatic, you know. Like I remember in high school, RJ would always say, make fun of me for following all these dang Instagram pages, you know. You'd go through my feed and be all baseball. I mean, I like to say, I mean, everybody who really knows me is baseball, right? That's what I like to do. I put a lot of my time and effort into baseball.
Mm-hmm. Did you know that he always had like baseball accounts? Like he would follow like, dude, we would go like I would see like he would follow and be like, baseball's life, baseball 101, baseball is life, like a bunch of these accounts.
Baseball's
right?
life, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. From young, dude, that's always what I've been doing. You know,
you got the
pitching ninja. Yeah,
pitching
you like
ninja
it? Dude, I ordered when I was in
hat.
Virginia. It's sick, huh?
Yeah,
I've
that is pretty cool.
always wanted one, dude. And like he drops them like, you know, like only drops a couple. So I got to stay up and order this. So I got it. And I was like, dude, it's sick.
Yeah, that is a pretty cool hat, man. But where are you playing baseball at right now?
So I just transferred from Fresno City College. I'm going to go to Cal State University of Bakersfield. Me and
awesome.
James Bell, we're about to be road runners.
Oh, yeah, no, James, man. James is a good friend of ours. We were just at James' house last night. James is actually on a local podcast, Hit or Die. You know, it was a great podcast. Did you listen to it?
Yeah, I've listened to clips here and there.
Yeah,
checked it out. See what he had to say.
Yeah.
And everything. Yeah, I thought it was good.
No, but shout out Hit or Die. But dude, you know, happy to have you on. But I want to get into your story, right? Because your story is the biggest part, and especially that these guys, these kids that are listening, and that can take away from your story is your 7th and 8th grade year. You didn't make the team, right?
No, yeah, I was on the JV middle school team. Imagine that, dude.
Take us through that. Take us like 7th grade year.
So 7th grade year, I transferred to Buchanan District my 6th grade year. So I mean, I knew some people, didn't know too many people. 7th grade tryout. Go to 7th grade tryouts. I know like Cooperberg, man, all those guys, right? And dude, I have a phenomenal tryout. I'm in the outfield making diving plays, dude. Like plays that shouldn't be caught realistically, dude. Just coming in, swinging the bat, hitting in the gaps, dude. Me and Cooper talking, like, dude, you had the best tryout by far. Like, he was telling me, like, dude, like, you were probably one of the better ones that had a tryout out here. We go to the locker room. I'm like, oh, dude, like, there's no way, blah, blah, blah. My name's going to be on the list, you know? I go up there. My name's not, dude. I was just like,
wow.
Holy cow. Like, that one hurt, dude, you know? Like, imagine being, 12, 13, not seeing your name on the list, you've been doing something for your whole life. You know?
I remember 5th grade year, like the first time you can play sports, like as a team for school, I didn't make it.
Dude,
5th grade year, dude.
It's a horrible feeling,
dude,
right?
I was
you know
hurt.
what I mean?
I was on JV out there, like on oh my God, man. We had like shoes as bases.
Dude, I know. That's how I was JV. We'd play on the grass, dude. And I'm like, dude, what am I doing out here every day? I remember me and Jimmy Kennedy, bro. We would just go out there and just have a good time. It was tough.
7th grade, you guys were out there on the grass?
Out on the grass, bro.
I never knew that.
Yeah. It was...
So what happened 8th grade year?
Dude, 8th grade year, same thing. Go out, have a good tryout, right? Same exact thing, bro. Me and Cooper talking. Cooper's like, dude, there's no way you don't make it this year, right? Like, you balled out again, blah, blah, blah. Like, people know who you are now. Dude, I go to the list, didn't make it again. Yeah.
What the
I looked at it, bro, and I just remembered, like, dude, why am I even playing baseball? Like, do I suck this bad? Blah, blah, blah. Like, I was just pissed, dude. Like, I thought the world was just turning against me.
I had mono.
Okay.
And
what is mono exactly? Did the doctors tell you?
I don't really know how to describe it. So when I had to sit out in the Easter Classic thing the whole week because I was sick from mono. But the first day of being sick was that game against Clovis High. And basically I just had the worst like sore throat I've ever had in my life. I was shaking. Like 20 minutes before the game, I was in the bathroom stall just sitting there freezing. It was a cold game, but like it was just like
different shaking.
I was just shivering in there. I fell asleep in the stall. And then
I didn't know all that.
Yeah. And like Coach B came and got me and stuff, and he's like, "You good?" And I was like, "Yeah, like it's whatever." And like I threw up a couple times before that game, and then I went through like 10 pitches in the bullpen because I was like, I'm just gonna save it. And then ended up pitching that game and
17 strikeouts.
No, it wasn't that game.
The flu game wasn't 17 strikeouts?
Nah. That was 11 strikeouts.
Still 11 strikeouts though.
No, the 17 strikeouts was at their field, and that was
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. That was a fun game. Yeah.
So did you come into that game before like kind of just saying, fuck it, I'm still gonna pitch?
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna tell him anything because the high school.
I told him I wasn't feeling good. Like the day before, he sent me home from weights because I was feeling a little sick, and he's like, take some medicine and get better for tomorrow, basically. And I told him I was fine, and yeah.
But deep down, you knew you were fucked.
Oh yeah, I was. Yeah,
You're so
I was
sick.
like, I'm definitely taking time off after this.
Wow.
But yeah, I had like body aches and stuff, and
How'd you feel after that? After the game,
pretty exhausted.
I
It was
bet.
like, yeah,
Did you sleep for like 10 hours?
yeah. I went complete game in that, and yeah, like 11 Ks or something like that.
Damn, that's
Dude.
Yeah.
yeah.
But then
God.
that affected me for the rest of the year. Like mono was like a long thing, and so I felt fine, but I was just weak. Like once we played Buchanan, remember Marcelo almost got a hit off me.
Oh yeah,
Remember that? I was like, oh
he'll
crap.
talk to this day
Yeah.
about that. Dude, I almost got a hit off Riley Cooper.
Yeah,
bro.
but yeah,
No
that
way.
game I topped 86, and like I was just weak, and
Yeah.
because then the next game was against Clovis High again, and I topped 84 that game, and it was just I was like just done.
Yeah.
And then I didn't hit 90 again until like another like 2 months. So
Wait, what year was this?
junior year, end of junior year. So it was just mono just really affected me. Like I got weak and lost weight, and like it was just bad. And I felt fine. That was the weird part.
That is weird.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy, dude. I couldn't imagine. What were you feeling like in like the third, fourth inning, fifth inning?
That's when I kind of hit like a high where I was just like, I felt good. I was
Wow.
kind of just
You were just
adrenaline
numb.
going, and yeah.
That's impressive, dude. Now there was another game that he kind of just mentioned right now, the 17 strikeouts in a
Oh,
single
yeah.
game.
Yeah. Dude, imagine
CG
that, bro.
against Close High.
Yeah. That's where I kind of made my own thing. Like we were talking about, to have a chip on my shoulder. When we showed up, their mound was like raised like to the max. Like it was like weird. It was the highest mound I ever pitched on. And I kind of like in my head kind of made it like, oh, they did this to try to mess with me.
Yeah.
Like that's what they're trying to do. So I was just pissed the whole game. And I
Something
think
to
kind of
prove.
helped me because like the more downhill, I think you throw harder. And then like it's harder to hit angle down. And yeah, that's what happened. And I was just cruising.
17 Ks.
yeah.
Yeah, you're more than cruising, dude.
Yeah.
No, I
Like-
do feel like Clovis High's mound is it's oddly
Yeah.
high.
No,
it's
that
oddly
game, dude, they raised it for him.
Oh,
they
yeah.
they knew it was coming.
Yeah, that's what I was feeling.
Yeah,
And
they
then
knew it was coming.
yeah, like it was the next day, my lower back was sore, literally from the mound, like just striding down and stuff. It was like bad.
Dude, have you ever seen that where they light a candle and it's in your ear?
Never seen it.
Dude, I did it, guys. Let me tell you guys, it was a weird, very, very weird experience.
Sounds disturbing.
Dude,
'Cause
no, it was
what I
like-
know to candles is candles are for good sense,
Right?
and
And let me tell you, dude, it was burning like
Why are they putting it
earwax
in
and it
your ear?
smelled awful. But let me get into like the details, dude.
Okay,
So
okay.
it's like this candlestick that's like a straw. So it's like hollow. So it's got ends on both ends
I feel
or
you.
open ends. And it's like a big old backwoods, like a massive ass freaking blunt, you know what I mean? And they stick it like a few inches into your ear, like, and it's like deep in there.
Does it hurt or not?
No, it doesn't hurt, but it's actually quite comfortable because you're just laying there and you're like literally gonna fall asleep. But like you got
Okay.
literally a candle on fire sticking out of your shit,
Okay.
and so it's a little alarming at first. But dude, the results, there was so like it might be a little gross, but
It's a little gross.
the human body is fucking disgusting. Let me just start there, guys, because the wax that came out of my shit was absolutely disgusting. Like there was so much of it, and at the end, it comes out like hella hard. So like it's like literally like as like
Wait,
a
does it-
rock.
it comes out of your ear hard?
Yeah, so
or
like
it
I
just
think the way it
hardens
works
up?
is like since it's like a straw, and when you light fire, then it's like oxygen,
Yeah,
so it
sucking
sucks
it up.
Yeah,
That
so
makes
it's
sense,
sucking it
right?
up. So it's like sucking up all the wax out of your ear, but it doesn't like go to the top of the straw or the candle, because the candle burns, but it like gathers at the bottom of it.
Wow.
And it just stays there. And then she pulls it out, and it's like literally, it's like I was saying, like a big old backwoods. So it's like this one's like a whole foot. And it starts at like a whole foot out of your ear, and it goes all the way to like literally where your ear's on fire, dude.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's
it was intense.
That's pretty wicked, dude.
Dude, it was wicked.
Not
Would you ever do
everybody's.
it?
I don't know, dude. Not everybody's out here getting their ears clean. So I mean,
It's gonna be a new thing, man. It's gonna be
2022 getting the ear.
2022, man.
No, I mean I accept it. Right?
Good hygiene.
Good hygiene. Yeah, definitely good hygiene. It's just definitely it's
It's odd.
Yeah, not everybody's out here doing it, right?
No.
It's not a trend. It's not a TikTok. But
Could I take you to do it and we make a TikTok out of it?
we could.
But if I'll pay
All right,
and,
hey,
and you
comment-
do it.
All right, comment down below if you guys want to see me get my earwax removed. We'll make a TikTok and we'll do it. We'll get it done.
Dude, we'll go set that bitch up now.
All right.
That shit was fun, man.
I'm down. But I think we need to get some serious stuff out of the way. I mean, that was a good story. No, it wasn't, not serious.
No, good joke to
But
brighten
this,
up the mood.
This is serious stuff.
Serious.
This right here with the announcement we got to make. Mr. Lemay, dude. Shout out
Dude.
to Naya Middle School, bro. He gets down.
He
It's
gets down,
crazy,
man.
bro.
He's a dude.
He is a dude. That's really why I had to say it's the serious stuff.
Yeah.
Because that was a dude alert. A dude alert. There
Dude
we
alert.
go.
Wow.
That's a new thing right there. We need to start doing it. Dude alerts.
Yeah. But for those of you guys that don't know, I mean,
Really?
you might be living under a rock. Mr. Lemay was a guy that
Man,
what?
Doodle. You didn't like Dude alert?
I do like Dude Alert.
Well, think about it. Look like dun-na-na, dun-na-na. We got a Dude alert brought to you by Guys Being Dudes podcast. Mr. Lemay gets down. Look at that.
Okay, I like that. We need like a little sound, like the sound things where
There
it's
we
like,
go. That sound.
"Da-da-da,
Yeah.
da-da-da." We go to Dude Alert.
There we go. Now we can talk about Mr. Lemay. Go ahead.
Yeah, dude. No,
Sorry.
so he was the guy that went viral. You know,
Yes.
from tonight, man.
Dude.
He just went in there and just did his shit, bro. Like,
Bro, he was
no
on
cares in the world.
E-News.
Yeah,
He was on
bro.
like Good Morning America. He's like doing all these news interviews and
Viral.
stuff. Bro, viral.
Bro, me and
Trending
Ed's got him
sensation.
all that whole pizza party. I
Whole
saw that
party,
shit,
bro.
dude. I was so
Hey,
jealous.
guys, and it isn't the first time he does this. This isn't the first time he did this.
He's a casual jerker or what?
That's awesome. I'm glad you said that. That is awesome. Mr. Lemay is a casual jerker, guys. He casually jerks. On Guys Be Dudes podcast, you heard it here. He casually jerks. All right. He hits the dance. No. That's awesome. That is awesome that you said that. No, what I meant to say was, it's not the first time he gets down, dude. He gets down and does the boogie, bro. He has plenty of videos getting down doing it. He walked in there, he owned the bitch, bro.
Like, he just did not care, bro.
He did not care.
He just went in there and jerked.
That's great, dude. Only on Guys Be Dudes podcast are you getting that, man.
Oh my god, no! But we're actually gonna try to get him on.
On all
man.
seriousness, yeah, no. Shout out to Mr. Lemay,
Yeah, no,
bro,
shout out to
because
that guy.
that was sick. That was genuinely sick stuff. We don't see that at all
No,
anymore in this world.
hell no,
People are,
bro.
Yeah, so I genuinely thought that was awesome.
That's a prime example of not caring what other people think.
Literally.
Dude, putting a smile on other people's faces, man.
And bro, I mean, literally no shot at him. I mean, I'm pretty sure that that song was at the time when he was probably in high school. So like that was probably their thing. So he knows how to hit that
Dude,
shit,
jerk,
bro.
you know.
Yeah. Hey.
Hey.
So nah, he got down for sure, bro. No, that shit
for
was
sure,
that shit
man.
was fresh.
Don't
So you got
stop,
drafted to the Diamondbacks?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yep.
How was all that experience?
Man, I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Yeah.
Man, just the people you meet along the way, man. I met so many guys that I'm still friends with that I talk to on the daily. We bounce information off each other and so forth, man. It's just, some of the guys I met, man, wouldn't have never met them. I had guys that went to Stanford, went to Harvard, went to Princeton that I would have never came in contact with.
Right.
But we crossed paths, man, and there were some great guys, and I enjoyed that part.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I was gonna say, going back a few episodes ago when I was saying, we should try like calling people like randomly and all that. Dude, he's the prime example of doing that. Knowing him, man, you're always talking to everybody, you're always talking to somebody, right, throughout the day, and you're just picking their brain and you're just talking with them. And like we were talking about that like we should start just calling people and just our friends or just whoever on our contact list and just talk, have a chat.
Oh yeah,
with
definitely,
them,
man. Because
hear what's going on in their world.
Yeah, man. Because you never know, man. Like, man, life is short.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Life is short, man, and we don't know, man. We can be here today, gone tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then you're like, gosh, man, like he was just on my mind, or I was just thinking about calling him, but then now this happened. So now you're like, now you're feeling bad. I mean, I've had that happen. So, and when it's on your mind, man, go do it. Cause you just really don't know.
Yeah.
You just really don't know, man. And I even try to keep in contact with my players that's gone.
Yeah.
And they still like, Coach B, you're still calling me. Yeah, man. Because it's more than just baseball with me. It's a relationship that I've gained with you through baseball.
Yeah.
So, man, and I respect that because I just like checking on them, man. How you doing? And because, at Clovis North and at Edison, man, I was, they can talk to me about anything.
Yeah.
I'm there for you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably like the ultimate player's coach. I'm the coach that knows everything.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
So, and the players feel comfortable with telling me things. Players feel comfortable with talking to me about what's going on in their life, whether it be, girlfriends or so forth, whatever it is.
Song out,
new song out. Yeah. So, yeah. And, they feel comfortable with me. So, I mean, I like that role. I like that role, man, because you never know what they're going through.
And I guess that has to explain why, he won the coaches award this last year, right?
Yeah, just recently you were named the assistant coach of the year in what's Region 8, right?
Region 8, yeah.
So what is
that's
that?
Congratulations.
California.
Yeah, congratulations, man.
Thank you. California, Alaska, Hawaii, Oregon, Washington, and I might be missing one.
Dang, dude.
Or
Oh,
like
yeah.
Nevada or something.
Yeah, something like that.
That's awesome, dude. Congrats.
But yeah, man, thank you, man.
Hard for that.
Thank you.
That's sick.
Thank you, man.
Well deserved.
Yeah, well deserved for sure. I'm sure that was unexpected too.
Oh yeah, I had no clue.
Yeah, and you don't. And I feel like you're the type of guy that you give and don't expect anything back.
Right.
You don't. Yeah, you're not going to expect anything back
No.
if you give anything out. So you given your teaching moments, through baseball, your life lessons through baseball.
Yeah,
and look at that. God worked his
I
magic,
give props.
man,
I give props to my staff at Clovis North, man. Like I'm there. I'm pretty sure I'm at North now, so that's where it came from.
Right.
So I mean, I was joking with one of my buddies, Dennis Brewer, that I coached with at Edison. He was like, "Hey man, I never even knew about this award. Maybe it's because I coach at Edison." And it was a joke, but he was like, "Man, I never even knew they had this award."
How did that? Do you know how that all went down? Like how they voted or all that?
I don't know,
or
man.
you just got a call.
Prieto probably knows more than me.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure Prieto knows more than me. So yeah, man. But I was excited about it, man, and it worked out.
Yeah, that's sick,
I
man.
mean, because it could have gone to a ton of people.
Right. Nah.
Yeah. So it's funny though, because I'm talking to some of my friends. They're like, "B, man, that's crazy, dude." He's like, they were like, "Hey, to me, that's GOAT stuff. That's GOAT shit."
Yeah.
Like he said, because I don't know anyone that's ever won that award. They were like, "Dude, like you swept." He said, "Forget the other states. You swept California
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Seriously,
Like,
man.
Yeah.
from the top of California to San Diego."
Think about that. Think about all the good
And in
baseball
between-
teams.
Yeah,
and
you're
all
right.
the good
California
coaches.
has some amazing coaches, amazing teams.
Yeah.
They're like, "That's crazy. Forget everyone else. Just think about California."
Damn,
And I was like, "Yeah."
that's nuts.
No, that's what I was thinking about.
I didn't think of
It's
that.
Like,
Yeah,
dude,
that's
think about
crazy.
all the talent and coaches that are out here, man.
But think about all the great coaches that's here.
Yeah.
Mhm. Oh yeah,
Think about that.
that is nuts.
So yeah,
Just
man,
shows,
it
man.
was
Just shows you're top
amazing,
tier.
man. Yeah, man. I try to stay humble, man, and all it is, man, is just I'm hard work, dedication, and I'm passionate about it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it, man. I'm passionate about what I do. I'm passionate about these kids learning and understanding, because no matter what, man, if baseball doesn't work out, man, that hard work, dedication, and passion is going to take you to the next thing, and it doesn't stop there. It doesn't stop. You just take that to, or if you go into business, take that work ethic that you had in baseball or the sport that you're in and transfer it over. So it doesn't stop, man. It stays the same, and that's all I try to push. Hard work, dedication, and be passionate about what you do.
I think San Diego State was my only offer. I was like the last guy when we started the camp. And I think 3 days into it, Bob Johnson, who was running it back then, hands me a cell phone and goes, hey, go into this van. I need you to talk to somebody. And I was like, go into the van. He's like, it's not legal. What's going down, I think. He goes, I think you need to be away from everybody so no one really knows what's going on. I was like, okay. So I grabbed the phone, went to the van, and it was Lane Kiffin on the phone. I'd never spoken to Tennessee, never even thought about Tennessee.
They weren't even a thought in your mind
at
all.
Yeah. No, I was hoping to go to Fresno State.
Yeah. As most people probably do, coming especially out of the Valley, like their only thing that they think about is Fresno State. Like I could get to Fresno State, but
it was close to home. It was perfect.
Yeah.
And so I go in this van. Lane Kiffin's on the phone. He's like, hey, Bob Johnson said you're, a good quarterback. We'd like to offer you a scholarship. Never seen me throw in person. Never seen anything. Maybe watched a highlight film or something, but never really seen me play, and offered me a scholarship during the camp. And he goes, hey, but you can't tell anybody until you get home. And I'm like, okay, that's fine with me. So didn't really tell anybody. Obviously told my parents, so they were excited, and just told them, you got to keep it on the hush. And then when I got home, kind of made it known that I got an offer from Tennessee.
Now, how legal was what you just said? Like, was that legal for you to say right now on the podcast?
I mean, I got in trouble for accepting money in college. So.
Oh, what?
Yeah, it is what it is.
Wait, you did what?
I think we're good.
No, we're good. Yeah, no, we're good. Wait, you got money in college? You got in trouble for that?
Yeah, I mean, after I was already in the NFL.
Yeah, but what happened?
So I started taking money from an advisor in college, and was, it wasn't like some of the guys you see where they're buying necklaces, cars. Yeah. It wasn't a huge lump sum of money. Like I was just taking it here and there. I was giving it to guys on the team that, didn't really come from much. I was paying receivers' phone bills. I was doing this. I was doing that, paying for diapers for guys on the team. So it wasn't something I was going out blowing, wads of money at the bar or stuff like that. I just was getting money for food and for other guys on the team. And the NCAA came back. I think compliance at Tennessee called me when I was with the Chiefs, and they're like, hey, it broke on ESPN. They're like, hey, we want to talk to you about the money you took in college. And I just kind of laughed and was like, go talk to my agent, basically. My agent calls me. He's like, hey, what are you thinking about this? I was like, can they do anything? And he goes, no. And I was like, all right, then. Tell them have a good day. Wow. So at that point, I mean, what are you going to do?
Yeah, exactly.
It's not like we won any national championships when I was in school. I mean, I don't even know if we had a winning record when I was in school. So it wasn't like, we were getting paid a bunch of money going out there and blowing out Alabama. I mean, I was just getting money to help guys on the team and, pulling money in my pocket for food and stuff like that.
I know a main topic in the sports world. Well, before this whole last year with the way college athletes can be getting paid now, but before that happened, there was a lot of talk on college athletes getting paid. So are you a prime example of that being true?
I think I'm a small example. There's guys that were getting paid a lot.
Really?
I know guys got offered a lot. I know guys were getting paid a lot.
Wow.
Just to sign at schools.
Well, I mean, if Nick Saban, he's got at Alabama, he gives him his trucks and stuff because he's got a dealership. Yeah. So he just uses that as a write-off. He just says, yeah, drive it till the end of the season.
But like physical cash.
No, I know what you're saying, but dude, that's still driving a brand new whip like that. But
I mean, it makes it also better that you were doing good with it. You know what I mean? Like you were going out there and doing good for your team. And I'm sure like it made your guys' bond as a team even closer. The fact that, the quarterback, your starting quarterback, you're going out there doing these types of deeds for your boys. I'm sure that helped a little bit, did it?
Yeah. I mean, one of my receivers called me one day and he goes, hey, because I told a bunch of the guys on the team, like, hey, if you need anything, let me know.
Uh-huh.
So he called me one day. He goes, hey, I had this phone bill. He goes, my mom can't pay it. Single parent home. He goes, my mom can't pay it. She's not going to be able to. Can you help me out? I said, yeah, sure. Just let me know how much. So he told me how much, went and picked him up, took him to it was like AT&T or something, and we paid his phone bill.
Wow. That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
That is awesome.
That means you got a good heart right there.
I was doing something wrong and trying to make it right.
Did you know that it was wrong? Did you feel like it was
yeah,
wrong?
I knew it was wrong the whole time.
Really?
Athletes should have been getting paid a long time ago.
They should have been getting paid a long time ago?
The NCAA is making so much money off these players. The schools are making so much money off these players. I mean, they're selling jerseys with your number on it. It doesn't have your last name on it.
But it has your
But it's not like you're going in the store and going, oh, let me get some random number 8 jersey.
No.
No. They have all the players that are on the team. They have their jerseys with the number.
Yeah.
Everybody knows whose it is. And people are wearing the stadiums. Now, do I see any of that money?
100,000 fans, too.
103,000 people fill Neyland Stadium.
Yeah,
and everybody's wearing
I'm not seeing a penny of that. And they can say, your scholarship, all that. But I mean, is it really at the end of the day? That's pennies to them.
I'm going to keep making videos. I'm going to keep talking shit. I'm going to keep questioning every fucking fighter you sign until you drag me in.
My chance. Yeah.
And he said, okay. And he called me like a week or two later and said, you went in? I got you in. It was against, I made my debut against Henan Barao, who later went on to be the 135-pound champ.
Yeah.
And he was 29-1 and was 28-0 at that time. So he had lost like his first or second fight and hadn't lost a fight since. And he was one of Jose Aldo's sole training partners.
Wow.
So getting Jose Aldo ready for his fights, and he was a monster back then, a fucking monster. Connor got lucky. He was a monster. He was one of his sole main training partners. So they're like, we're going to bring in this Brazilian guy. And I'm like, okay. And it was on like super short notice. It was like super short notice. His opponent fell out or something. He was like, if you want in, this is it. And then for those of you that are like, oh yeah, that's easy. Bear in mind back then, and I don't know if it's the same now. I can't speak on it from experience, but back then the experience was when they called, if you said no thank you, you weren't going to hear from them again.
Yeah.
That was it. So he goes, look, hey, if you don't want to take it, we'll give you a call down the road. But the reality is they're not going to call you.
Yeah.
That was my opportunity. And I said, let's go. And I lost a decision on that. And I still dropped him. To this day, I still feel I should have won that fight. I dropped him in the second round hard. Yeah. Just dropped him fucking hard. But I lost the decision because of takedowns. I'll own it. I lost because of takedowns. I didn't defend the takedown. He never did anything with it. But at the end of the day, if I had just sprawled, I would have probably won that fight.
Yeah.
I would have won the decision. Points matter in takedowns, regardless of what the point system's askew. So, but I got into the UFC by talking shit.
You're a fucking badass, dude. Like, he's talking about a UFC fight right now. He was in the dude. You were, oh my god!
I know, right?
Bro.
And to this day, I'm so lucky to have been there. I'm so lucky because to walk out to Vegas, dude, and have just thousands. And I've had thousands of people. I fought in Saitama Arena in Japan. I fought in Japan twice. And those are 15, 17,000 arenas. And they're always packed. That's where I starched that fucking dude in Japan.
You what?
You look it up. Yoshiro Maeda fight. Yeah. It was my first Japan fight I took.
Knocked his ass out?
Well, yeah. I threw a kick. I kicked his leg out and then caught him with a head kick. And he just went stiff. Like he goes back and his arms are stiff, right? Well, as soon as he hit the ground, before his head even bounced off the canvas, I was fucking airborne. Hendo bomb and just fucking. There's pictures of it online. You could see
dude,
I'm in the air, dude.
He was like, dude, this. I don't know if you know this, but like, he was one of the guys that like started that shit. Like,
so I did Hendo bombs before Hendo did it. Yeah. So I just wrecked that dude. So I've been there in front of thousands of people. I've been there. So to go out there now, it was awe-inspiring. Is the only way I can say it, because you don't know what it's like to be there until you're there. Similar to an NBA or an NFL athlete who's always been just under that level. And then he gets to that level. And he's played football his whole life. He's played everything. He's done everything. The second you walk on that field and you hear that first hike, it all changes.
Yeah.
It all changes. I don't care if you're Terrell Owens, RG3, Troy Aikman. I don't care who you are. They'll all have to admit at the end of the day when they look at themselves in the mirror, it's different. When you hit that big league, it's different. The lights feel different. Huh? You finally got there, and that's all I ever wanted.
And you're kind of like, oh shit, let's go. Like, fuck.
I was like, I'm here, let's go, and I don't even care that that's where my career ended. I got there, and I got there after being paralyzed. Just getting there, I could say I did better than so many other fighters that will never fucking get there, no matter how hard they try. They're just not good enough. That's the reality. But to get there after being paralyzed, when everybody in the sport had wrote me off,
dude, it's unbelievable.
Everybody, you ask them about me during that time period, they're like, man, it's such a bummer story. He had such potential. The guy was so good, and now he's done. Nobody saw me coming back. Nobody. So when I did it, everybody was just like, are you fucking insane? This kid's a monster.
Yeah.
How's he doing this? It's mindset and will. A dude that rode motocross for the Metal Militia told me one day backstage while he was drinking beers before his fight. I asked him, and I said, how do you do motocross? Because I thought those guys are fucking crazy. You're doing backflips on a motocross.
Yeah.
I fuck up, I get beat up.
Yeah.
I'm getting laid, I'm getting some beer. You fuck up, you could be dead or paralyzed. You don't land that backflip, or you hit the throttle wrong at the wrong time.
The bike lands
and you
on
land
you.
wrong on the flat end and you fucking snap your spine. You're done.
Exactly.
Can't feed your family now, nothing.
Now, today we're going to talk about where we came from, because we're both not from here, man.
Yeah.
We're going to chop it up right now.
Chop it up a little bit.
But
Get deep.
yeah, no, your story is a little, I shouldn't say a little bit. It's way more entertaining than what my backstory is. I still have some backstory, but Mr. Sula here is from Russia.
Yeah. Kazakhstan, Russia, baby.
How do you pronounce it?
Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan.
Yeah. So I was born in Kostanay, Kazakhstan, which is like that own little deal. But
okay.
I tell everybody Russia, and all that, because when I say Kazakhstan, nobody knows where the fuck that is. Right?
It sounds Russian, but yeah, no.
Yeah, but like in general, like if you don't know me
idea.
and all that, or just whatever the case is, like, and they ask me where I'm born or whatever, I'll just say Russia. That's what I've always told, you know. And and the thing is though, is I am Russian, but the thing about Kazakh people is they're more Asian, because they're closer to China. If that makes sense. So
Okay.
they're in Central Asia. And at the time, Kazakhstan was part of the Soviet Union.
Okay.
And then up until 1996 or something like that, they moved out, became their own country, and then they were part of Central Asia. That's when some Chinese people started moving in, and it became a more Chinese populated area. So that's why I don't look Chinese, and I'm not Kazakhstan.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm Russian, but I was born in Kazakhstan, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. So Russia's the largest country in the world, correct?
It's like the 9th largest country.
What?
Yeah.
What's the biggest one? I feel like when I see them on a map.
Like Russia. Yeah. Sorry.
Russia,
Yeah,
right?
Russia. Yeah.
I could be wrong, but you know.
Yes, Russia. You're right. I think because it's like
it's massive, dude.
All of Europe, damn.
Yeah,
near.
no, it's
So, like,
humongous.
Yeah, it's one of the biggest ones, I'm pretty sure.
But no, so you were born in Russia.
Yeah.
Like you were not born in the United States.
I was not born in the United States. My birth certificate and everything is in Russian. I was adopted at 18 months old.
Wow.
Adopted at 18 months old. So, I mean, a little bit of that story was kind of just what I've always known that I was adopted. Like ever since I was able to know, like, you know, I there's people I've talked to and they were like, oh, when'd your parents tell you? Like, what do you mean? And I'm just like, I've always known. Like when I was able to know, I knew. And the thing my parents told me was just like, you know, we didn't want to hide that from you. That's not something we feel like to hide from you. It's a cool story. It's such a cool story. We feel like they don't even know that, you know, they don't even know the whole story. They don't know, they know as much as I know type thing. And kind of what I know is my parents, my adopted parents at the time, they were trying to have kids. And I think they went through 2 or 3 miscarriages. And so my adopted mom was like, she's like, you know, I want to adopt. Like that was her thing. And I guess that was her thing the whole time. And she always wanted to adopt, but it was like, she was still wanted to have her own kids. And so she decided to adopt, and she was looking, didn't really find anything that set her interest. And I had, my mom had a daughter, and she was about 16, 17 probably at the time. And she was looking too, like she was kind of helping my mom. And she found me and another kid. And I guess I had this picture, like I looked so sad, and like I was in like these like little baby overalls, and I had this little teddy bear, I guess.
Uh-huh.
And in that picture, I'm just like looking in the camera, just like sad. It's like sad as fuck, you know? Like that's just the way they said it. I look hella sad, but I look so cute, you know? I had this like bald white head, these blue eyes at the time. And like, no, it might have been green eyes at the time. My eyes were changing, but we'll get into that a little more. But they look at it, and I didn't have a name. I just had a number. And so like my sister was like, man, he's so cute. And then there was this other kid, like she was like, and so my mom comes home from work. She shows the computer, and like my mom said, like, she's like as soon as I saw your picture, like I fell in love with you. Like I knew that like you need to be my son, you know?
And so my dad was out of town on a work trip. He was on a business trip to this national sales meeting or whatever. And he comes back like a few days later. And I guess my mom that whole time was like up for like 48 hours straight, just like searching everything she could find, everything about me, trying to find my name, couldn't find anything. The only thing she was able to find was where I was born. And it was Kazakhstan. But she didn't even know how to say it. Like she knew nothing about it. She was pronouncing like Kazakhstan or something like that. Like she knew nothing about it, right? My dad comes home like a week later, something like that. She's all pumped. She comes as soon as he walks to the door. That's from my dad telling me the story. As soon as he walks to the door, he shows her the computer, and she's like, "We're gonna go get him." My dad's like, "What?" It's like, "We're going to Kazakhstan, and we're gonna go get him."
Kazakhstan.
And my dad's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And he said he laughs. He's like, "Yeah, all right, honey. Like, yeah, sure. That's what we're gonna go do." And the way he tells the story, he goes, 9 months later, my ass is on a plane to go get me. Wasn't even close.
Yeah, I was with two of my buddies, and he was so bored just this one night, man. He was just like, he was like, "Hey, man," he goes, "Dude, I'm just so bored. I can't." He goes, "I really can't like do this right now." And I go, "Well, shit, slide to my house." So he goes, "Dude," he goes, "I have no ride." I go, I'm in Dunedin, bro. 45 minutes away. 45 minutes out. I go, "Well, shit, it's like 11:30, not even, probably like 11:15. And he goes, "All right, I'm gonna wait a little bit. Just give me a minute." I go, "What are you gonna do?" And you know what this dumbass said? He goes, "I'm gonna Uber." I was like, "No way."
And you know what I did? I fucking Ubered, bro.
I
got there at 1 o'clock in the morning, bro.
Ubered it. Hey, Ubered his ass.
Cost? There and back was $150.
Oh my God. He was bored.
We won't talk about how much trouble I got in with my parents.
Dude, his phone got taken away. He was on Twitter on his computer. He's like, "I'm so fucked. I'm so fucked." I was like, "Dude, you're all right, bro. Like, shit happens." And
I was like, "Bro,
yeah, just shit, man. That's just how you know.
That shit was funny though, dude. I mean, like, that was just a dumbass moment, bro. Because he was like, "Yeah, bro, we're hella," like they weren't doing anything either.
Yeah, we were just chilling at home. We were just like being guys,
Fuck it, just do it, man. Just like we were saying, bro. I've done that shit since I was young, man.
Yeah, that shit is fucking funny. You were there when he busted his eye open, huh?
Oh, dude, that was a crazy story. And this was honestly a few years back. This was in
2018.
Yeah, 2018. We were at my house. We were just hanging out, and I had this wood bat. It was broken, and Luke and Logan, one of our other buddies. He was like, let's try and break it," and I was like, "Fuck it, let's do it."
It was already broken.
Yeah, it was already broken. Yeah, the bat's already broken.
It was splintered in a sense. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't fully snapped, but it was cracked.
So next thing you know, we have this big ass palm, not even a palm tree, but it's a big ass tree in our front yard.
Mm-hmm.
And I get it, and I like swing, and it's like hard, and I like didn't break it, and I'm like, "Shit, let me just try one more time." And I like went again, swung, didn't break it.
And are you going?
Oh, dude, it was hard. It was like
this is home runs. This was BK's home run swing.
Oh, dude, it was like a load up, like walk into it and hit. Like, it was that time.
And it wasn't breaking.
So I come in.
Yeah,
I think I'm a fucking badass.
Dude, this guy comes in. Dude.
Take the biggest fucking swing of my life.
Biggest swing. The first one, it didn't break. So he swung as hard as he can. Ooh, he
ran into it. I ran into it.
And then he goes, "Fuck." He goes, "I'm going to break it." He goes, "I'm going to break this one." So he like backs up a little bit, and then he loads up into it. Loads up, fucking hits it. Boom! And then bat hits the tree, came up. Thank God it didn't hit his eye, because if it would have hit his eye's gone.
Nah, dude, my eye would have been... Dude, I mean, bro, you see how close it was. Like,
it was insane. It instantly came back up, and the very end of that bat, like the sharpest part of that wood, cut his whole eye right here. And he like covered it, and we were like, "Dude, are you all right? Like, you good?" And he's like this, and next thing you know, he dropped down his hand and... gushing blood.
Bro.
Dude, it was just coming down like just spit. Just coming
literally,
down.
Bro. It was
disgusting. Insane. And I was like, "Dude," I was like, "We need to take you somewhere, because it's open."
Oh,
like his whole eyebrow, like right here to his eye, is open. And I was like, dude, you need to go somewhere. He goes, no, I'm fine. Let's go to Rite Aid. I'm like, bro, I was helping them out, bro.
Dinuva kid.
Dude, I knew exactly what to do, bro. I was like, we gotta go to Rite Aid and get everything.
Gauze, you get, you know, this
These butterfly band-aids, bro. I knew what we needed, dude.
Goes into Rite Aid's bathroom, gushing blood. I'm outside. I'm just waiting for this fool. I'm like, dude, this fool needs to go somewhere. Dude.
Oh my God. Dude.
Yeah.
Wow. And it was honestly worse than that. Like, but that
Send
was
me
just
that video so I could show everyone.
Yeah,
dude,
that was gnarly, bro.
And that was like one of the craziest moments we had because like that was like injury type. Because if anything else would have happened, if that thing would have got him in the eye or like in
dude,
the
it was
cheek,
this far away. Even when because I ended up having to go get stitches, and even the nurse was like, "You really are honestly lucky that it caught that part because if it was a centimeter lower, your eye is gone."
And it's 3:32. All right, fuck it.
You can go as long as you want.
Yo, nah, it's cool. Just we gonna talk shit. Swallow Doods.
There we go.
Yep. Is this thing on? Gnarly. Ayo. Yo. Okay. Should I start now or like I'm gonna let it breathe? I'll let it breathe.
Yeah, let it breathe a little bit.
Give it like 4 bars. Check it out. Czechoslovakia. Mexican mafia. Ooh, yeah. It's too early for this, y'all. Check this out. Yo, my name is Fashawn. I can brag all day and all night long. Matter of fact, let me start that over. I'm Fashawn. I ball like Terry Bradshaw. That's all. Cruise, catch me cruising past Belmont or past y'all. Fuck y'all. I ain't got a question to ask y'all. I come through like Ashford Simpson, pimpin'. Matter of fact, I'm in the sky, I'm blimping. Yo, dig that, nigga. Matter of fact, dig this. Get your wig split when the shit spit like a cigarette, a nickerette. Have you ever seen a nigga yet? I don't think so. When you see me, ho, blink slow. I let the blink blow. I mean the blicky come through with the glizzy. Come through like smoking a stizzy. You know them little sticks. Man, what I meant to say was I come through with them little sticks, them little ladders. Put a bullet in your stomach, open your bladder. Climbing up the ladder, pockets got fatter. I'm sadder like it's Saturday. Matter of fact, I'm at the matinee. Yeah, I might clap the K, then grab an AK, then smash your face. Yo, this is freestyle. Fuck them. Talk about me now. Laughing like he how we. Wow. That's what they say when they see we. Wow. Yeah, I'm a good dude, hood dude. I never understood rules. All I understand is mandates. Fuck around, get your man ate with the fucking Planet of the Apes. I'm Caesar, believer, Jesus for Halloween. But I got a lot of schemes and a lot of green, a lot of dreams. This is freestyle, I mean, nothing written in my phone. Spitting like a poem, did it off the dome. All right, let's start from there.
Yeah, there we go, man.
We go from there. I mean, because most niggas don't freestyle. They'll go in like, give you a verse off the album or some shit. They won't really freestyle.
No, that was.
That was really off the brain, and I don't do that often either. Because I'm of the generation where you got to be prepared and stuff like that. But I think being open and being translucent is dope sometimes.
Yeah.
Just like, you know. Yeah, just let your mind go.
Now,
I don't know what the fuck I just said, but hopefully something in there.
That's what I was about to ask. So you, I bet, like you don't know what you just said at all. That just came off straight off the dome, right?
Yeah, off the noodle. Yeah, I was off the noodle.
Off the noodle, man.
Off the noodle.
No, that shit was fire. I
Shit, you know what? That's my alarm.
Oh, little reminder.
Rockstar shit. For those who are listening, it's 11 a.m. I usually wake up at 12.
Oh, hey, there you go. I wake up at 12.
Rockstar lifestyle. Yeah, might not make it. Rockstar.
No, but hey, let's get this one on, man. That was, I mean, that was dope. I mean, I've never seen anyone freestyle or anyone like that. Or so
shit. I mean,
the fact that you did it, man.
I
for
think it was
22.
inspired by this young sister right here, with the Goldilocks.
Yeah, there we go.
I was looking at her and just my mind just went off.
Got all kinds of imagination.
Yeah, I was like,
right
you know what? Something about her.
All right.
Something in her eyes, man. Yeah.
But guys, hey, welcome to Guys Being Dudes, episode 22. Thank you guys for tuning in and listening to Guys Being Dudes. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and of course, if you're a visual learner, then YouTube. But Luke, how's this day going for you, man?
Well, shit, after that, man, I'm real fired up.
I know.
Now. I'm firing at every cylinder. Man, like we were talking about, we've been ready for this one. We've been pumped. Yeah. We got our man here. So, I mean,
man.
You've had an eventful weekend, though.
I did have an eventful weekend.
Had an eventful
I actually
weekend.
just turned 21 yesterday on
Man,
Halloween.
fucking congratulations.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
Ain't
So-
nothing like turning 21.
No, I know.
Exactly.
How do I know this? I've turned 21 twice.
What do you mean?
What is twice?
I had a regular 21st birthday, and then I had like a extreme 21st birthday.
See, I had
Same
something-
weekend.
Oh, wow. I had something similar. So last year when I turned 20, we threw the fattest party. I mean, like the craziest party. Like,
talk about it.
holy shit. We were at an apartment complex, right? Outside. There's like 300 people just all
more than
down.
that,
And in the complex?
Yeah.
In the complex,
it was
dude. It was
fat,
crazy.
man. It was crazy.
We had like a patio, DJ on the patio, like second floor, overlooking everybody.
Sweet.
It was dope. All
Well,
we needed
happy
was
belated, man.
I appreciate that,
Yeah,
man.
man.
No, the next milestone I got is renting a car at 25. So